Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Ah, man, I tell you, I'm trying to get into the spirit, the Christmas spirit here on the Silver 5150 channel. It'll be easy. The weather started to turn a little bit, and with the weather, so has people's resistance to the weather. I'm starting to notice a lot more people coughing and hacking and sniffling and sneezing. Some talking about having chills, some talking about being too hot, some of them just trying to adapt to maybe they got a flu shot. Who knows? In any case, we have tonight the 10 ounce George the Victorious. St. George Victorious slays the dragon. Now, I told you in some of my earlier videos that this was going to be a recurring theme. And it's something that the Europeans, hold very dear in their legend and lore. Apparently, St. George was this real serious ass kicker and a saint, and slayed a dragon, and it was a very big deal. And so you can find this on a lot of different coins. Now we had some of the Russian coins one night on a gold Russian coin, and then this here is actually from the Royal Mint, which is in Britain. The Royal Mint. There's the Queen again, Queen Elizabeth II, and one of the things I love about this coin is it displays its strength and its toughness in the alligator themed skin it has on it. It's kind of like alligator snake skin. It's scaly. It has a metallic scaly look, which really looks tough. It really looks mean, you know. But the dragon looks good too. It's just, he's going to die. So, in any case, St. George slays the dragon on what looks like a really tough, manly coin. This is a 10 ounce coin, by the way. It says 10 pounds, and a pound in Britain, the pound sterling, equals 1 ounce, and that's 1 pound sterling. And so 10 pounds, of course, is 10 pounds sterling, according to the British Royal Mint. And this is a 10 ounce coin because it is 10 pounds, according to the currency, pound sterling, in Britain. St. George slaying a dragon. The weather outside is frightful. I've noticed something about my genetics, and I don't know if it's just me or maybe it's just the way I'm kind of perceiving things. But, thank the good Lord, for some reason, I just do not get sick very often at all. And if I do, it's in a way that most people don't even notice. One of the things I do know is that I really, really get fired up when I'm surrounded by people who are not well, who are sick. It spurs me to be more useful. It spurs me to be there for those who are in need. I don't know why I have this urge to do it. It's probably going to be the end of me at some point. But I've got friends, close friends now that aren't doing too well, and when I see them, I say, "Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I mean, okay. Well, do you need anything?" "No, I'm good for now." "Okay, if you need anything, let me know." And I mean it. I mean, if they want, something from the drugstore, if they want, somebody to, make them some chicken soup, I'm a hell of a cook. I'll do that. That's that sort of thing. It's the thing when you're sick, you don't like being alone, and you don't like, being in a state to where you're not being cared for, whether you're able to do it yourself or whether somebody else is doing it for you. So if this is something you could do for somebody when you are able, then why not do it? Like St. George here slaying the dragon. Apparently nobody else wanted to take on this sucker. I mean, look at it. And he got in there, he got on his horse, boy, and he jabbed it a good one there, probably through the neck and through the heart, and took care of that dragon for the people. And that village was no longer sick, quote unquote. So, don't really know how I can tie the two together. It's just that I am very grateful that I am able to serve in a capacity that helps those who, for whatever reason, are not 100% and can't do, everything for themselves. There are ways I can always be helpful to those people, whether they're injured or ill or something. I'm smart enough to not make the situation worse. And I'm physically able enough to pretty much handle almost anything, and I've got some certifications that allow me to do some first aid and whatnot. So that's very helpful. But, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're going to go through life and you want to be a blessing like St. George the Magnificent here, St. George the Victorious, the Dragon Slayer, that slayed this dragon, try to be strong. Try to be tough. If you're weak in certain areas that you feel that you can do better, then train yourself. Try to improve yourself. Try to be a better version of you. Be a blessing to people. Be there for people. Be of servitude. Be of good cheer. Be generous. And all these things as we go into the holidays, especially so. But yeah, try to be that way all the time. And definitely, be that bright, shiny medallion that's going to stand between bad things and good people, and be their friend and be their protector, because that's what we're put here for. Believe it or not, Christ is our friend and He is our protector, and believe me, He protected us like no one else could. And I'll never forget that, so I'm going to pay that forward. All right, again, enough spiritual grandstanding, but enjoy this beautiful coin and get one if you can. They're usually around $200, the standard price, just over spot, a few dollars just over spot, and you can get them from most of the big dealers out there. But man, what a beautiful coin! Nice and thick, nice and heavy, just a nice shimmery sheen and skin to it, and of course, proof finish on the queen. This capsule is not in the best shape, so it doesn't look the best, but trust me, this is a dynamite coin. Get one if you can. 10 ounce St. George Victoria Slays the Dragon 2018 from the Royal Canadian Mint. And we'll talk to you next time.